thanks for stopping by the shop today. Of course, I say hello, and then Howie thinks I'm talking to him. Okay, bud, you go. Appreciate you stopping by for a Screwy Tuesday. Haven't done a Screwy Tuesday in some time. No machining, no work, just a little yakety-yak here. It's going to be a quick one. So let's start off with what you see over here. I'm going to use my nice, is this a Starrett? Yeah, I think it's a Starrett. Yeah, nice Starrett 24-inch ruler. So you can see I've got some stencils. My good friend, Harold Waters, Amateur Redneck Workshop. I asked him to see if he could burn out some stencils on his plasma table. He built his own plasma table, and he did a good job. He had some issues with it, and he fought through it. He created a water bath for the table. I really suggest that you go see Harold. Good guy. He talks about his shooting, the steel challenges that he's always trying to get quicker. He just recently got a new mill. He's got a nice lathe. He built his own belt sander. He built the plasma table. Quite creative. Does foundry work. Go see him, and he always has a nice joke at the end of the video. Boudreaux or somebody that he's got to talk about. Anyway, stop over and see his channel. Harold, my good friend, we talk every now and then on the phone. I thank you very much. I'm going to have some fun with those stencils. He burned out in his plasma table, and then I also asked him to see if he could do his 3D printer. And he printed me one also, which allowed him to get the outside screwball. So, great friend. Well, another friend, this has been one of my friend's things. See in front of me a 48-inch box and pan or / finger brake. Another friend that I recently met, Vince Ender. I've mentioned his channel before, and I suggest that you go visit his channel. He is the fellow that did the scraping on the Rucker straight edge after I ground it. He did a great job. The other day he asked if he knew anybody that wanted a finger brake, and I said, yeah. I've been looking for one for a long time, and he was nice enough to give it to me. Thank you very much, Vince. And I've been wanting one of these for some time. Well, as you can see, right now it's down on the ground on car dollies. It's going to be very top heavy once you get it up in the air. And you can see I started making some legs for it, and there's the casters that are down there. And the idea is to get the bed of this finger brake even with my welding table. And I've got to thank another friend, Stan Zinkowski, RZ Industrial. As anybody that watches Stan's channel knows that he does a lot of sheet metal work, right? He's doing it right now on his hot boxes or hot shots. Well, I called him up just for background information, and one of his comments was, hey, when you get this thing up on a stand, it's going to be top heavy. And you don't really want it up against the wall. It's not useful because you can't get any material through it. And as we chatted out, he said, hey, attach it to your welding table. And I went, oh my God, what a great idea. So the plan is to have this on casters, have the footprint of the support wide enough so it's not top heavy. I mean, it's like any lathe or anything else. It's top heavy when you roll it around, so you got to be smart, be careful. But the nice thing is my welding table is 48 inches wide, 1.25 inch thick steel plate. It's probably 1,200–1,500 pounds the way I've got it loaded up. This will end up being, it's 52 inches, so it'll just slide right up to the table. The bed will be the same height as the table. Now I have an outfeed table for any work I do, and it'll be safe. Now you can bend and don't have any worry of the unit flipping over. So I have to say a big shout out to Stan. Thank you for sharing and talking with me that day. That really helped me a lot. So you see, I started making some legs. Yeah, the cheap Italian that I am. I tore down some fencing and I saved all of the, I guess you call them fence posts. And I think they might even be powder coated. There's a primer underneath and then there's a hard finish coat. Well, as you can see, I cleaned them up to weld. I may abandon this project. The problem is, and I knew this before I even started, one, I got to clean all this stuff so I can weld. I'm a blind welder to start with. But then you have the issue of the paint and the fumes burning. I started on this guy and I'm thinking, hey, it's time to go spend some money and buy some tubing and forget this, because I'm just gassing myself. So I don't know. You'll see either I finish this guy, wear a respirator or something, or continue on. Talking about removing the paint, you guys might be familiar with one of these paint removal discs, but these things just really. That's Google talking in the background. These paint removal discs work just fantastic, and they really don't chew up the metal. If you've never used one of these, forget sanding, forget anything else. These things just clean the paint off lickety-split with really no effort whatsoever. So maybe I should just do the whole thing. But all right, what else do I want to talk to you about? One last thing of friends. My good friend and mentor, Chewy, we had the video regarding his tragic accident of getting caught in his lathe because he was wearing gloves. Well, I want to just give you a quick update, two updates really. One, his spirits are doing well. The response of myself asking people to contact him and give him well wishes and stuff has really helped his spirits. He's gotten contacted from people all around the world, and that's one heck of a medicine. He actually went out in the shop the other day and he said, just clean things. He's still very limited, and pain level is still there, but his spirits are pretty high, which is really fantastic. On that note, another viewer, Vernon Courier, I'm going to put his name here. He started a GoFundMe for Chewy to help with his medical expenses and his rehabilitation and family expenses. And I'm going to put a link to that in the video here. We were having a little bit of difficulty of it going right to his page, but I'll try to add some information there so that if you do want to help support Chewy, it's there. It'd really be a nice thing for anybody that wants to help him. And that's the last of it. I've been grinding some V-blocks and I'm having a heck of a time with that. It's a challenge trying to get the V centered in both directions. So that's a word. And then just one final thing I thought I'd show you. I'm going to show you a little clip at the end here. I had to drill some 3.5-inch pipe. This is a rigid chain vise. I picked it up, I think, for like 40 bucks. What I did is I added an aluminum block to it with holes. I can bolt it to my mill table, I can bolt it to my welding table, I can hold it in a vise, but it's super handy to have. If you come across these, now and then you can find them. They're very handy, and you'll just see me using it in my drill press. I can also bolt it down in my drill press. Okay. that's it for Screwy Tuesday. I appreciate you listening to me yakety yak here. I hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you shortly here with something happening here in the shop. Thanks again for your time, and as always, hit the subscribe button. Comments are welcome. Tell me what you think, and as always, take care and appreciate your time.